Hey everybody, this is Rachel from Cyber Sports Network. Next to me is Scott Smith, aka SirScoots, manager of Team EG, and all-around great guy. Scott, how you doing today?
I'm really good right now. I'm really good.
In case you're wondering, he's really good right now because his player Puma just won NASL for the second time. So how does that feel to be Papa Bear to a champion like that?
Yeah, again, I do feel really good. I think it's a little bit of vindication. You know, when he won the first NASL, he was not an EG member yet, but this is where we saw this kid, and Alex was all over him even before he won it. Started to talk to him, started to see if he was interested, you know, and we ended up picking him up after NASL, and we got a boatload of grief for all sorts of reasons. But one of the big things that we heard was he's going to be terrible. He's going to be terrible. He'll never win again. EG will bring his skill level down. He's not going to be in the career, you know, with TSL anymore. And I think he's vindicated that he didn't lose any skill since we picked him up. And if anything else, you know, he had a great series against Hero, a great tournament. So just really excited for Puma more than anything else, but obviously for, you know, all the EG fans and obviously all of us at staff at EG are just really happy for him.
Well, another one of your controversial pickups, Huck did amazingly this year as well, and we had another, you know, groundbreaking victory from Idra when he won IEM in China. So, you know, what do you have to say on a whole for your players that are performing so incredibly well this year?
I mean, it was definitely a good year for us. You know, we ticked off some big victories. You know, and you're never going to win them all. So, but if you can. Each of your, you know, big guys can grab one here and there. That keeps them very motivated, and certainly, you know, looks good to our sponsors and to all our fans. Keeps them engaged, and you know, I hope 2012 they all win a lot more. But it was good. It's nice to see. It's really nice to see.
So is EG satisfied now? You're not going to be gobbling up any more players?
Yeah, I mean, there was a running joke that if Hero won, we were obviously going to pick him up because DreamHack and then here. Well, you never know. I mean, what we're noticing, and I think a lot of the foreign teams are noticing, is a lot more of the Koreans back in Korea are like, I maybe want to go play more over there, you know. Kind of Puma and a couple other guys kind of started the floodgates of wanting to compete more in foreign tournaments than local for them. So I get a lot more emails from other players or friends of players reaching out to me going, hey, this guy is interested in talking to you. Are you interested? So I think right now we're okay, but you just never know, you know, who might come knocking and, you know, what we do in 2012.
Well, as one of the teams that arguably has the most invested in esports, are you seeing, you know, a sustainable trend here from income for the players and, you know, for leagues that are making their money back?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think we're in a bubble. I think the big leagues that are kind of giving out the lion's share of prize purse are not going to go anywhere. And you've got, you know, a lot of up and coming smaller cups, smaller events. Like you guys do a bunch of stuff. You're not going anywhere. And that's these guys right here, CSN. So I think that while we might see a little bit of leveling, if you will, because I think everyone rushed to jump in, you'll see some natural selection. Some, you know, some things are going to fail, but I think the big ones are gonna stay sustained, and I think you'll see the MLGs and the other big ones adding to their prize purse next year. So that'll be an increase from this year. So we're just waiting to hear what a lot of people's plans are, but I think it's going to just be bigger and better in 2012 for sure.
Well, bigger and better also means more esports, and one of the questions I know I've asked you a lot, and so you're answering it for the benefit of the viewers now, is why haven't you guys picked up a League of Legends team? That seems to be the only game on par with StarCraft's viewership.
Yeah, it's definitely, we've looked at all the MOBA games, if you will, although a lot of people in that scene hate the term MOBA. You know, League of Legends, we had a Han team for a while when we acquired Loaded as a brand. We had, you know, we had them on board for a little while. And we used to have a Dota team, and now we've kind of gone full circle and we've grabbed a couple players that were on our Dota team, and they're going to represent us in Dota 2 in 2012. It's never going to happen kind of thing with those other games, but I think right now in that little genre we're going to see what Dota 2 does. But League of Legends has crazy numbers, crazy fan base, crazy developer support. So it's a ripe game to be supported. There's no doubt about it. And it's a different enough audience that they don't necessarily cannibalize each other, right? So, you know, and we're good friends with a lot of guys at Riot, so they obviously are always giving us inside scoop on what they're doing next year and what some of the plans are. So I won't say it won't happen. You know, we're definitely keeping an eye on that scene especially. You and I have talked about that game in particular, and part of what we'd like to do is grab some big name guys that already have, a fan base, already have, a little bit of pizzazz behind him, and League of Legends has a couple guys like that, right? So I know I'm definitely going to keep a very close eye on WCG. The boys from over here are going to face some Koreans, etc., on the international, stage, and so we're going to see, or hopefully we'll see some good League of Legends. So one never knows.
True. I'm just waiting for EG to pick up the Korean team. I think me and Marcus are gambling on that. But like I said, lots of big stuff coming for 2012 in esports. Do you have any predictions out there?
No, just, buckle your seatbelts. I think it's going to just keep growing and get even bigger and crazier for all sorts of games. But I think StarCraft 2 especially is just going to keep going up. The MOBA games we talked about keep going up. I'm very excited, although very nervous about what CSGO might bring us. I think a lot of us are praying and hoping, but again, there's a lot of big ifs with that game. So we'll see.
All right. Well, we'll be rooting for Team EG in the year to come. Thank you so much for talking to us, and congratulations once again on Puma's victory at NASL. So thank you so much, Scott.
Thank you, Rachel, and thanks to CSN for all you guys and what you guys do for us.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.